comes from your baby father, and I came up with a plan. When I was down to my last, started hustling for them bands. Now I'm stuffing scripts in the stash. That money started coming in, and I lost friends from the past.
What's the deal? What's the deal? It's What's on the Flow. We in here with the beautiful Jade Judo, Ashley.
Period.
So Capone, and it's your boy Louie, and we also got Monty in here. What's the deal? We talking about Jade Judo.
Jade Judo.
Who is Jade Judo?
Jade Judo. I grew up in Brightmo, you know, like as a kid. I went to Houghton Elementary School, Murphy Middle School, and I went to Redford High School.
Redford.
Red Dogs. I went there with that nigga Manny Harris. He played for the NBA and shit. Ended up going overseas playing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of family over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my family. You know,
gang.
Man, gang. You don't even want to expose no names. That's how gang that shit is. Like, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? From Brightmo, I ended up moving to 7 Mile and shit, you know, and had to get adjusted to all that shit over there and everything. And I couldn't go to Henry Ford because they didn't let me for some reason. My brother went to Henry Ford and everything, so I still went to Redford. So I had to go all the way from 7 Mile to Redford. So I had to fight and all that shit, fight my way through and shit because, you know, moving, that was a different transition for me. Like, living in Brightmo, we was more like family oriented. We got your back, like, you know, hustles, everybody was showing each other shit. And then 7 Mile was like more every man for itself type thing and shit. Like, more, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. So like, coming into that from Brightmo and shit, bitches was testing me. I had to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I had a rough life, you know what I'm saying? So when I got introduced to the music thing and shit, like, and really got in the booth and shit, I ended up meeting Helliver in 2008 or whatever, and he ended up meeting me through a friend of mine and shit, whatever, and I'm in there writing or whatever, and he like, you can't rap, blah blah blah, laughing at me and stuff, and he heard what I had to say, and he like, this dope. So we actually did a song. It's still on the internet, you know what I'm saying? I was young and new to it and whatever. It was called What It Is, you know what I'm saying? He introduced me to that. After that, that was like motivation for me to keep going, but I kept getting in trouble, so I couldn't focus. Like, I kept getting locked up in JDF and stuff. I was in juvenile and Harriet Potman, Tud, Harriet
I'm sorry,
Tubman, Harriet Tubman Pod. Damn.
Bro, what?
We be high. I say,
Harriet.
I'm like, Harriet.
The Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman.
When you be high, that shit go another way for you. Shout out to the weed. Damn.
That's that dunk.
That Tub Harriet.
Look, no, like, that shit was a different lifestyle for me. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up boxing a little bit just to stay out of trouble. So I was at the Detroit Jungle Gym and shit, whatever, on fucking Warren and Greenfield at that time. And I was in a little home and stuff or whatever. I couldn't focus. Like, I had both my parents, but my dad was more in the streets. My mom, she was more corporate. She was going all the time traveling. My dad, he was traveling too because he was in the streets. So I was like kind of like in between. Like, I had to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? So I started getting into selling weed and pills and driving fiends cars at 16 and shit. My mom and dad driving fiends cars.
Driving the fiends car. Hey, so wait. Is it really bad if you still in a fiends car though? Because that nigga a fiend.
So
it's like she said she was driving.
But he had a nice car though. He had money.
Like,
You had smart fiends too. You ain't had like them ratchet, dirty ones. You had the smart ones too that had money. He was one of the ones that had money. He just wanted to do what he wanted to do, and I was driving his car, pick my friends, all that shit. I was young. I was having fun.
All right,
shit. So like, I had experienced all that lifestyle like when I was young, like already. So like when I started really getting older and getting into this shit, whatever, I was more calm than most people was and shit. People was trying to figure me out and shit, whatever. But it's like, bitch, you ain't gonna never figure me out. I already had this life.
Nigga, your early life was a GTA DLC.
Literally. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got kicked out of all Detroit public schools. I swear to God. I went to the fucking meeting.
Oh my God.
I went to a meeting downtown with the Board of Education to get back into school. I went to a school downtown Detroit called Bar Samian because I could not stay out of trouble. That was a school for troubled kids coming out of juvenile. I was doing it, you know. No, but I had a hard life, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to change my life. And when I had my daughter in 2016, that shit changed my life, you know what I'm saying? So it made me a better woman or whatever. I wasn't as masculine. I feel like I had to be all this masculine because my daddy, he wasn't raising me like most daddies would raise you. He was raising me more so like I was his son too. Like I was just sitting there watching when he was teaching my brother and shit. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she was always traveling. She was doing her thing or whatever. She moved to Arizona. Shout out to my mom and shit. Whatever. She doing really good. She in the corporate world. You know what I'm saying? She been doing good. So my background right now, even with jobs, I just started working in corporate and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been working in banking and shit. I done worked at Flagstar Bank before. I done worked at Comerica Bank. I'm more on the phones and shit, customer service. I can switch up. You know what I'm saying?
You don't unlock different parts of your skill tree.
Thank you for calling Flagstar Bank. So and so.
Oh wait, no wait.
Sorry about me.
How can I help you? Like,
Wait, what did you used to say when you had to disconnect the call? What you say when you had to?
When I had disconnected the call?
Yeah.
I mean, first you would check and see if they there and shit, whatever. So are you still there? I'll be disconnecting this call. Thank you for calling so and so. Blah blah blah.
No, you gotta hit it with the voice. You got like pretend I'm a customer. You gotta hang up on the nigga.
He wants
Like,
you to use
He wants you to use your.
I want you to use the voice.
All right, you gotta act it out so I can be in.
Shit.
You gotta do it. You gotta put it.
Right, she gotta act it out. You do too. You do too. Get in the character, Grandpa. Come on.
You gotta call.
Get in the character.
You call in. I'm gonna say hello and shit. You call in.
All right, let's go.
You call in.
Hey, we need a ring back.
Oh no, my headphone keep falling out. I hate this shit.
Nigga.
Hello.
Hello.
What the fuck am I calling for again?
I don't know. Shit, your shit got overdrafted.
Nigga scammed your shit, bro.
Oh right, your shit negative 2,000.
You calling?
Hey man, they done scammed my shit. My bank, I'm down like 2 bands in my account. I only had $40 in there yesterday, man. What the fuck?
I'm so sorry to hear that. Can I have your account number, please?
Y'all should have it.
Do you mind if I can take the last 4 digits of your social security number, please?
Why you need all that?
Number?
No, I don't trust y'all. I don't need all that. You can't just. You can't just look at my name. My name Johnson.
Would you like to speak to my
Nah,
manager?
my name Johnson. I don't know.
That is somebody's grandpa.
That's your first name, your last name.
Right.
You can't look up just Johnson. You can't find my number. Johnson with the 586 number.
No, cause look, in banking and shit, working in banking, they real strategic on like how you look up customers' information and shit. Whatever it's either by ID, social security number, known addresses and shit like that. Whatever, something like that. I can't tell y'all the whole 9, but that's a few of it. Cause I can't tell y'all the whole 9, but that's a few. That's
Which one of these streets did you never live on?
Never live on.
You gotta really think about it. Like, wait a minute.
But that's more like with home equity loans and shit, like dealing with big money. I was dealing with big money. I seen millions of niggas accounts before. You know what I'm saying? I had to get fingerprinted for these jobs and all that shit. So it's just different. You know what I'm saying? You got FBI agents fingerprinting you for these jobs.
So you had the FBI come in. Like, how many dollars you done counted last week?
Even though I've been in trouble, what I can say, like I do got family that's in the government. You know what I'm saying? I had a little bit easier because they always gave me probation or whatever. So I was able to kind of clear that type of stuff up, but I was in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I never caught no felonies, and that's the thing, God. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to still maneuver around, do things like, you know.
Can I get a lighter that work?
No.
That's your lighter.
I was wondering where my lighter went.
Do your parents, they know you do music, obviously, you know?
Yeah.
What type of effect do they have on your music? Do they support you? Your influence?
My mom, like, at first she wasn't really into it or whatever because she felt like I was wasting my life because I was bad anyway. So she like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't care what you're doing type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But when she seen it actually, you know, coming into something, she seen me performing at theaters. I had did Mary Grove College and stuff or whatever like that back then. After Rock passed and stuff, we had did like a concert and stuff like
R.I.P.
that.
R.I.P. the great.
R.I.P.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely all day. You know, I rock with him and his people and stuff. Like, you know, they always show me a lot of love. I was just talking to his aunties and stuff earlier, so they always show me love and stuff like that. But, you know, just growing up into that, you know what I'm saying? Go back to the question because I'm high. I'm losing myself. Get back on it.
Your parents, do they what type of influence do they have on your music? Do they support you?
My dad, he always tell me just make sure you ain't no sucker. Make sure motherfuckers ain't trying to sucker you. That's his words, his and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He from the streets. He like make sure anybody trying to ham you. Make sure nobody trying to sucker you out. Make sure people giving you what you worth and stuff like that. My mom, she more based on making sure my immediate life is together. Me and my daughter, me and my home and my car, everything I got going on, making sure my mental is together and stuff like that. And she like, I support what you do. She watched movies that I've been in and everything, shared it with other family members and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he just more so the mentor for me, like, on a different aspect with this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you got the right energy around you. Make sure niggas ain't trying to eat off you. Make sure niggas ain't trying to ham you. Make sure bitches ain't trying to play you. Shit like that. Just telling me, you know what I'm saying, what to watch out for. He always been like that.
Cause your daddy know these niggas is hams.
Yeah.
So I feel like you do.
You fools is hams.
I feel like it do gotta be the like perfect balance, like especially when you raising the kid, like you gotta teach your kids some type of street smart, cause they could be the smartest nigga the world had
And get played.
Yeah.
Just like he did a couple seconds
Kids
ago.
that ain't never had to want for nothing be the ones that walk out in the world and just be blind and don't know what to do.
Right.
But even
Like,
though I
can't even
had
catch a bus in his own city type shit.
I'd be mad as hell if my kid ever bought a 3.5 and he came home with like a 2.3.
Man.
Oh, wow.
$60.
Yeah, I'll look keep shit like, bro.
Come on, bro. Like, no, we gotta go back. We gotta go
Like, I can look
back.
in the bag and tell you can't get you a 3.5, bro. Like, damn.
While we on the topic, since you've been doing music since before you had a kid.
Yeah.
Right? So how would you say your sound, your cadence to music, your outlook on music? How do you think that's changed since before and after?
Well, when I first got into the music thing, I was really on some poetry shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I got into the rapping because people was like, you got a dope voice, you got a dope personality, you should start rapping. I got to doing that. And then I found myself writing about the shit I was going through, like about niggas, just about everything, my parents, family and shit, just different occurrences in my life and shit. And it turned into rapping for me. So I feel like my style is more versatile because I go off of how I feel at that moment when I'm writing a song or recording a song or some shit. I am trying to figure out like a set style for myself, but right now I just feel like I guess I'm all over the place a little bit, whatever. But I'm dominating those areas though, because I did an interview.
What would you consider your style though?
My style is just shit, outer limits. Remember that shit that used to come on at night when you remember that shit used to come on at night when you know you stayed up too late, and that shit used to come on like the outer limits, and it be an eyeball on that bitch, a motherfucker walking through a hallway and shit. I feel like my shit is out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just out, like I'm a very outspoken music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how
So
it
what
is.
actually like drew you to like making music? Like, fuck it, I'm about to sit here and start like writing songs.
Was it that encounter with Hillable?
It was that inspired me, but then it was also just constant pressure and constant things happening in my life where I feel like I ain't had nobody to talk to, and I'm like, the only way I can get this out and just feel like somebody listening is music. You know what I'm saying? So I end up just writing about shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kept me going, because I kept going through shit, hardships. I kept going through hardships, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It kept inspiring me. Sometimes a good moment inspire you to write a song. Sometimes a bad moment, especially bad moments. Bad moments make you get in your fucking bag.
Fact.
I done
The
got in
whole
my bag
bag,
on
like-
niggas.
Man.
Like, you know, when I dropped the freestyle shit with, off the LB Foxy Brown shit, and I posted it, she reposted it, she DM'd me and everything. I still got the message and shit, whatever. I fuck with Foxy Brown. I fuck with her.
Go
Long
crazy.
ago. Shout out to New
Shout
York.
out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? She kind of gave me the go for that when she reposted it in 2021. I still got the post. You know what I'm saying? So that bitch still rocking or whatever. I was able to post it on
That's
iTunes
that.
and everything.
Yeah, why you acting like a bitch?
Yeah, why you acting like a
That's
bitch?
what
I
you
was going through
performing. That's what you
something.
was performing when I was talking about.
I was
That's
going
what
through
you
something.
performing.
I was in a
Yeah,
fucked up
that's what you
ass
was
relationship at that
performing.
time, and I was trying to get on my feet, and a nigga was trying to hold me back and shit, whatever, and trying to penny pinch me, and I was used to getting my own money. I wasn't used to no nigga just handing me shit. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be submissive, like, what?
So,
But the nigga, I
so
need
what's
my
the
own.
situation that made you really like? What's the situation made you want to give up? Like dead ass, I'm tired of this. I want to stop.
A situation that made me want to give up.
Yeah, I mean, I know you obviously
Just not
didn't,
getting
but, like,
just not getting the proper support, or just going to niggas studios and the niggas how you draw away to the studio, and you get there and then they record they mans, they fucking up your timing and your schedule and shit, whatever. They not really being caring about your schedule, shit like that. So that's what made me want to buy my own studio equipment, all that, whatever, and start my own shit. In 2016, I was at the Greenfield Plaza in Suite LL38 by Bread Boy and them. Shout out to Bread Boy.
Shout
You know
out.
what I'm saying? Sale and all them down there and in the basement and shit, whatever. I was getting my stuff together, and I still was new to this shit, and I was trying to get help, you know what I'm saying? But people seen it more, so they want to just take from me before they could help build, you know what I'm saying? So that shit ended up falling, you know? And I had just had my daughter at that time, so, and I was still, my baby daddy was on our second car, we was doing good, you know what I'm saying? He's a little Scorpio nigga and shit, quiet, little gamer and shit. I go for the little quiet people sometime and shit, whatever, because they be more reserved and shit, and I'm more hype or whatever for the music and shit, for my image and for what I gotta do, and I am just a hype person, but you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know how this shit go. I know how to adapt to shit.
No, I feel you.
Like,
that shit.
Right.
Absolutely.
Sometimes niggas be on that bullshit, but so Yeah, you went through a lot of situations with niggas just straight playing you.
Yeah, just people playing and shit. They got other artists that they really think that's hot, whatever. So they ain't mixing mastering my stuff around, spending top dollar what they asking for. I'm always spending top dollar and shit, and I ain't getting my worth. And then I'm shooting videos and shit, whatever. Niggas giving me the first edit, and I can't go back in and edit because they deleted the footage, and I done spent 1K and some shit and all that. I ain't getting my worth, and when I still gotta put it out because people still looking like, damn, Jade Judo ain't putting shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that made me just want to just grind more. So this new shit I'm finna be putting out is about to be crazy. I've been racking up music for the past 2 years. I ain't no lie, probably like 100 songs recorded unreleased. You know what I'm saying? I might just be giving niggas shit, whatever. I'm about to drop a couple singles and shit, and I'm finna get ready to drop a couple tapes. You know what I'm saying? Starting 2023, that's my motherfucking year. You know what I'm saying? 2022 was somebody else's year. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? But 2023 is my year. Like I've been through hell. You know what I'm saying? And I kept it up. I kept it going. Niggas trapping me and shit, all type of shit I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I don't even want to get into that. But all type of shit I went through mentally, physically, everything with my body, everything. Like, so it is what it is. You know?
Hell yeah, damn.
Oh shit.
You a persevering motherfucker? I mean, oops.
Oops.
Okay.
No,
You're a persevering person.
Indefatigable.
No, one time for Jay, man. Yeah.